Da-da-da-da. Hey, welcome to KocoSports, your home for combat sports and where it's okay to be a passionate fan. And I actually haven't hosted a KocoSports in a long time by myself. I don't know the rest of the slogans. But anyway, I am the huge one, aka the idiot Dave Coco, and I went to Wrestle Kingdom 13 live. I've been to over 10 plus Wrestle Kingdoms, I think 11, but I've been to a lot more 1-4 shows than that before Wrestle Kingdom. I was in the Tokyo Dome. I was sitting on the field, had a lot of things. We will be doing a detailed review, but some of us live in England. Some of us live in Japan. Some of us live in America. Some of us live in Canada. So overall, you might get a lot of broken up little reviews of Wrestle Kingdom just because of time zones. We'll see when we can do it. I'll probably go into a way more detailed thing. Maybe I'll watch it on television, looking at 1-5 tonight. So super excited. We'll be streaming more thoughts on Coco Plays, but that's more of just me plugging Coco Plays for the sake of plugging Coco Plays. I was there live, super excited. I gave it a win. I think this is my overall view on it, and this will be spoiler light. There will be spoilers, but spoiler light. A spoiler light review. 10 things that I noticed being live at Wrestle Kingdom. Maybe there's more than 10. I just forgot 10 bullet points here, so I'm like, 10! Everyone loves the number 10! I should have went 13. I fucked up. Oh well, continue on. Alright, so, yeah, this is semi-spoiler. Alright, so here we go. Things I noticed. Number 10. The closer you sit, the more uncomfortable the chairs are. I am old, okay? My shoulder is wrecked. Look at my old face. Look how happy I'm there. That's where I want to die, at the Tokyo Dome. But, dude, me and my girl, we sat in these chairs. Dude, they got to get bigger chairs, okay? I got a giant caboose. So really uncomfortable chairs the closer you get. And not only that, but you're kind of looking at the big screen. If you don't get to take the chair home, it's actually might be better to sit farther away. So yeah, very uncomfortable chairs, not the best, but it was the best seats I've ever got. Next year, this is a huge thing. It's not on my list, so this will be number 11. 1-4 is going 2 days. 2 days in the Tokyo Dome. They announced the schedule. It was super exciting. 1-4, 1-5, both at the Tokyo Dome. Bam! I'm going to be there both days. And I'm probably going to, Wrestle Kingdom 14, I'm probably going to go all out and get super close. Me and my posse, we're going to try to get, I'm part of the New Japan Club. We're going to try to get super close. And if those seats ain't comfortable and it's a better view, I'm going to just get the cheap seats, the middle range seats. But overall, super excited about the announcements. G1 in America, Madison Square Garden show, England show. It was just super exciting. All right, so the attendance was amazing. I don't know if it was the most ever, but I've been to a lot of Wrestle Kingdoms where the top row was all blue. On top of the stadium was all blue. It looked packed. It was loud. It was exciting up to a point. Someone did kill the crowd. But it was a lot of fun. And as a guy that's been there from a lot of Wrestle Kingdoms, it was great to see that many people. And not only that, but tons of Gaijins, foreigners from around the world. It had to be a record-breaking Gaijin hunt. It was crazy. I remember going to Wrestle Kingdoms and people pointing at me and be like, there's a white guy. He's probably from America. I'm like, no, dude, I live like 2 minutes away from the stadium. You're from America. Well, I am from America. How long was the flight? Well, I flew over here like 20 years ago, man. It's cool. But now there's just foreigners everywhere. So, and dude, do white people love the Young Bucks? Not my quote, the Japanese friend's quote. Dude, he's absolutely right. Why do the white people love Young Bucks so much? I'm so confused now. The Young Bucks are awesome, but Jesus Christ, you guys are over with the white audience. Cosplayers, absolutely amazing. Loved it. Number 8, I guess, on this list. My top 10 list is going to be horrible. I'm punch drunk. Call me punchy. Number 8, the cosplayers. A, they're amazing. I took a bunch of pictures of them. B, they're super fans. C, I kind of want to get in shape so I can dress up as Tiger Mask. You know? I don't know. I never cosplay a day of my life, but I always go to Comic-Cons, I always go to video game places, I always go to big events in Tokyo, and they're always the coolest fucking people in the world. They're the coolest fucking people in the world, and I'd like to be cool one day. So I have to hit the gym. Look at that fat chin. Look at it right here. That used to not be there about a month ago. Oh, the holidays were so good to me. All right, so I'm thinking about cosplaying. You guys were absolutely awesome. They're cool as fuck. I don't care. Yeah, so tons of cosplayers. It was absolutely amazing. Number 7, no elite merch anywhere. Yeah, it was clear. If you were there live, it was clear the elite had New Japan had a fucking divorce. It was clear as day. Yeah, so there you go. So yeah, what the fuck did I write is number 6? I can't even fucking read my own handwriting. Yeah, good. Number 6. I need better handwriting. I'll get back to that. What the fuck does that say? Jonah Huddle Spears? Oh, okay. Jonah Huddle Spears. No. Tana gives a humble speech at the end, and he needed to go humble. He needed to go humble. Let me tell you, if there was a charity main event, whoo, ha, ha, whoo. I love Tanahashi when he's not wrestling Okada, but yeah, he gave one of the most humble speeches after the event. I don't know if that went on Wrestle Kingdom, and he had to. Yeah, he literally had to, and it felt good. You know, I was like, all right, good for you, Tana. Good for you. Number 5, Juice is crazy over. Like, I knew he was over from being in Kawasaki. I knew he was over when I went to Korakuen Hall. I knew that Juice was kind of Japan's welcomed gaijin. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, all gaijins are bad guys, but not Juice. Juice is our fucking guy. He has adorable merch, and he is effing over. The thunderous juice, juice, juice when he was throwing punches was amazing. And on top of that, there was a thing with Brandy, and she's like, hit me, and it was adorable. Like, there was just tons of people like whispering and giggling Juice. She's like, go ahead, hit me. And I'm like, Juice, Juice, Juice. Like, no one wanted to be the guy to be like, yeah. But it was adorably cute. If beating a woman could be adorably cute. Hashtag fucking A. What are you gonna attack me on today, Twitter? Juice is crazy over. Number 4. I am so happy for the Lost fan base. I talked about this in my preview. Lost fans are by far the number 1 fan base. They buy the merchandise. They show up. I tweeted about this. For every 10 fans at the Tokyo Dome, 9 of them were Lost. You can go the merch line. I wish they had 2 separate merch lines because I didn't buy any Lost merch. But because like the way it was set up is you had to wait in line to check out all the merch. And it was a long line, trust me. But all the people just went to Lost merchandise. I'm not buying Lost. I'm Team Chaos. Let me through. I bought an Omega shirt because, he's probably, he might get the McMahons. We may never see him again. He might get the Elite. I don't know where Kenny Omega is going. As WrestleRated says, there's a lot of clickbait going on, but I got a Kenny Omega shirt, changing the world, because there was a good chance that this might be the last time I see him live in Japan. I got an Ace shirt because it's the main event, and then I wanted an Okada awesome jacket, but the Okada awesome jacket in my size was sold out. You sons of bitches! But I probably could have made it. But all those people just waited in Lost line. Next year, Wrestle Kingdom, New Japan, have Lost merchandise, have everyone else. Because everyone else would zip through that line. Lost was 4 times longer than anyone. And that might be an understatement. Lost can sell the merchandise. Lost can sell the merchandise. Number 3, Okada love. Lost might sell the most merchandise. Lost might be the cool guys. But Okada has the heart of the Tokyo Dome. They have the heart of the Japanese people. And people being there live was amazing. And on top of their being live, sorry, I'm stuttering here. I'm reading something and I'm punch drunk. Can't read and talk at the same time. On top of being there live and it being magical, it was just amazing. It really was. And the love that the audience shows for Japan. It's weird because Lost Loss sells merchandise, but they don't cheer that much. And even people in Loss love Okada. So it's weird. It's kind of like, I think Okada's entering Kenta phase, where a long time ago when Kenta, not that long ago, a while ago when Kenta was in Noah, he used to be a pro wrestler before he went to get Vince McMahon. Um, there is a time, there's a lot of pro wrestling in Japan. There's events going on right now as we speak. There's a lot of pro wrestling in Japan. But to keep up with it, superfans choose a company or a faction and just follow them. And a lot of times people would be like, I'm a Dragon Gate fan, and I like Kenta. I'm a Lost fan, and I like Kenta, even though Lost didn't exist back then. But you know what I mean? I'm a Dragon Gate, I'm a Wrestle One, I'm a DDT, I'm a New Japan, I'm an All Japan guy. But they would always say, and Kenta. I think Okada is reaching that point. I'm a Lost fan, and I root for Okada. I'm a Suzuki Gun fan, and I root for Okada. I'm a Bullet Club fan, and I root for Okada. I like Dragon Gate, and I root for Okada. And that is just absolutely amazing. And as the biggest Okada fanboy in the universe, it just feels good that he's that fucking over. All right, now, the time that we what? I ranted and raved on Wrestling Rantin'. I ranted and raved on News Nerd Today. I ranted and raved on this channel, on Coco Plays. You guys want to see me cry in front of the Tokyo Dome. You guys want to see me flip out just like I did when Tanahashi shouldn't have won against Okada. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because the match doesn't count. All right? I told you the match doesn't count. It doesn't matter. Even though I questioned if it was match of the night live, the atmosphere, it was absolutely amazing. Jay White. Jay fucking White. In my humble opinion, you're a mid-carder indie star that wore a leather jacket and lucked into his spot. Some people are even saying this is great booking by Gedo. Those people probably never gave New Japan a negative review on anything. Okay. I saw a tweet, and I apologize for making fun of you and not saving your tweet to make fun of you to your Twitter face. Someone said, Gedo gets long-term booking. He fucking gets it. You know, Okada's beloved. What? Oh, before this match, Okada wasn't over. Fucking idiots, dude. Fucking stick to your Wikipedia. Jesus fucking Christ. Some Gaijin fans. Some fucking super Gaijin fans. Ridiculous. Okada's been over fucking since like at this level since what? Wrestle Kingdom 8? 7? 6? 5? Jesus fucking Christ. We're talking 8+ years of being over. This Jay White is going to be the one that puts him to the next level? Get the fuck out of here. Listen, first off, Okada didn't wear pants. In the rule book, if Okada doesn't wear pants, it doesn't count. This match, the audience was absolutely over, so it was good. I want to give Jay White credit for being a heel. But I also want to point out, audience-wise, the crowd was dead. I don't know how it was in television. The crowd peaked at the Okada match. And it sucked the life out of it, and it really was hard to root for Tanahashi Omega. It was really hard. Like, Jericho was trying to work the crowd, and hopefully it looks better on camera. Because, like, here's the thing. You get a different experience live and on camera. Yeah, it peaked at the Okada match. So Jay White fucking killed it. Now, here, Jay White, you are by far the worst main event Okada's ever faced. You are by far the worst leader of Bullet Club. Even Jay White fans, people that cosplayed at Jay White could even admit that. All right? I know New Japan does everything awesome. All right? And I thought it was an amazing match. Enjoyed it. But, Jay, let's sit down. You kind of shit the bed against Tanahashi. Super fans are going to live in denial. But you kind of did. It wasn't a bad match. It was just completely average. This match was amazing, but Okada can get a great match out of anybody. You just went against Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom. You just beat Okada at Wrestle Kingdom. You just took the leader reigns over Prince Devitt, AJ Styles, Omega. 3 of the best wrestlers of all time. And I'm not fucking over the top exaggerating. Jay White, I know people want to hear me complain. They want to hear me cry. They want me to admit that I'll never wear my leather jacket again. Kid, there's a lot of pressure on you. Don't fuck this up. All right? Some people might fucking say this is great long term booking. You don't know that until the future. Let me tell you, if you do not fucking bring your A game every fucking night, this will go down as one of the biggest fucking blunders in Wrestle Kingdom history. The pressure's on you, kid. It's not on me. Thank God. I got hurt fucking sitting down on cheap seats. I'm a bitch. All I'm saying is, you went against Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom 12. You beat Okada. You heard the fucking audience. You know how much he's fucking beloved. He got a great match out of you. Now it's on you. I wouldn't want to be in your footsteps, but that's why you probably have bigger cojones than I do. All I'm saying is, if you become a fucking bust, no, if you become just average, this will be the biggest letdown in Wrestle Kingdom fucking history next to Tanahashi beating fucking Okada when it wasn't time. Jay White, I don't even want to player hate on you anymore. I just personally want to beg you not to be average. To steal a phrase, be elite. You better be the best bout machine. You better be the goddamn phenomenal one. You better be the goddamn demon. You better be a combination of all fucking three. Because Prince Devitt didn't get this opportunity. AJ Styles ran with the opportunity. Kenny Omega ran with the opportunity. You better fucking be amazing. And I'm not talking super fucking New Japan fans. I'm talking legit fucking New Japan fans. The ones that been to over 10 plus Wrestle Kingdoms. The ones that fucking watch it every night. The ones that did the tape trading back in the day. The ones that watched Meltzer. Not these fucking new YouTubers that used to bash me on radio and television and on my YouTube channel say, why do you cover New Japan? Not those fans. The real fucking fans. The fans that been there from day one-ish. Day one-ish. Jay White, I don't even want to hate you anymore. Just please, do not drop the fucking ball. Do not drop the ball with this opportunity. Because us super fucking nerds, us super nerd historians are going to be like, hey, guess what, motherfucker? Guess what? You just became the biggest fucking bust in all time fucking history. Because here's the thing special about Wrestle Kingdom. We fucking remember. You go to a pro rest bar and be like, hey, what was the main event? Wrestle Kingdom 2. What was Wrestle Kingdom main event? Wrestle Kingdom 5. What happened to this? They fucking remember. Wrestle Kingdom is special. 1-4. The Tokyo Dome is special. You had a great match. You have the greatest opportunity probably given to anyone at your talent level in the history of pro wrestling, not including WWE, because look at that. Look at that. You don't even look over there. Don't. I see you peeking over there. Just the pressure is ridiculous. You better be fucking awesome, kid. You better fucking be awesome. I swear to fucking Christ, you better be awesome. You better be better than fucking Omega. You better be better than AJ Styles. Fucking beating goddamn Okada at Wrestle Kingdom. And number one point, granted, overall, I'm being a little negative towards the end. Overall, I thought it was a great event. I don't think it lived up to Wrestle Kingdom hype or Wrestle Kingdom level of what it should be. But overall, still absolutely amazing. The main event, I think, really, I could tell who was there live and who wasn't a super fan. Who was there live and who watched that weren't super fans. Because, like, here's the thing. If they say New Japan is awesome at everything, why bother watching them? Just watch New Japan. I've always said that about WWE. I can't believe I'm saying this about New Japan now. Never thought the day would come. I'm so proud of you, New Japan. So proud of you. Number one, Kenny Omega was beyond fucking disrespected last night. And I understand there's wiener contest. Who's got the bigger wiener, New Japan or Elite? Ooh. You fucking disrespected your champs. And now I know you tried to get it to a 4-hour pay-per-view. Fuck that shit. You do not you do not cut off. First off, you cut off the beginning, and then you cut off the ending. How fucking disrespectful to a goddamn champion not to show his full fucking video package. And even if you cut off the beginning, thank God Kenny Omega showed it on YouTube. But not only did you cut off the beginning, you cut off the ending, so it looked fucking retarded. A, the fans were completely into it. B, the fans that saw it were like, why the fuck are you cutting it off? C, a Japanese fan said it best. Because Kenny Omega wasn't an elite video. Because Kenny Omega, there was tons of rumors. We thought we had a chance. New Japan, and we still might. I don't know. But I'm just telling you how it felt there. It felt like we had a chance for Kenny to stay. A Japanese fan said it best. He just looked to his friend and went, well, I guess Kenny Omega's not staying. It was such a sign of disrespect. I've never seen a champion get disrespected more. And on top of that, there was like a fucking hug by him and the Young Bucks, and it literally felt like a funeral. It was like, oh, Tana's, like, it was just bad. New Japan, you really fucked up, bro. You really fucked up. And on top of that, all right, major spoilers, which I said it would be spoilers. When a champion loses his title and walks out, it is New Japan, Japanese 1-4 pro wrestling tradition to show the audience on the big cameras the champion celebrating. And then showing the audience the former champ walking away. So that there is a moment where us fans could give him a standing ovation for his title run. They didn't do that. That's a dick fucking move. So, Kenny Omega, thank you for the New Japan memories. Wherever you go, I'll root for you. If you go to WWE, I probably won't watch. Maybe I'll watch 1 or 2 matches and be disappointed. But wherever you go, I will root for you. And I want to apologize that you were treated so shittily. So shitty. And not only that, but I just felt bad. I felt bad. There was the most... first off, number 13. This event was awesome. It was family friendly. There was kids cosplaying everywhere and having the time of their fucking lives. So, I don't think we can do a New Japan fucking review without mentioning, I'll go fuck you to WWE. And a lot of people are like, oh, don't mention WWE. Fuck you. I've been in New Japan forever. I had to listen to these WWE fans for fucking ever. And I used to like WWE, not really. It was always just there. I was a WCW, ECW fan. But this was family friendly. It was entertaining. This was family friendly and the kids enjoyed it. Dear Vince McMahon, you can have a family-friendly product and it not suck. That's what you better be doing on Monday, you motherfucker. All right. We're not family-friendly, I assure you. YouTube will remind you, trust me. But there was these 2 adorable little girls. And one was a cheerleader for Kenny Omega and one was a cheerleader for Tanahashi. And it was just adorable. And it got me fucking thinking about my own kids. My kids don't really like going to live pro wrestling events anymore, especially New Japan. And a lot of times it's because they know their favorite wrestlers are leaving. And it's not even the foreigners. My daughter was the biggest Nakamura fan in the world. And now that Nakamura is doing whatever the fuck Nakamura is doing these days, she doesn't watch. New Japan, I know you want to get out to the West. I know you want to do that, but you have to also protect your young fan base. You have to keep these guys more than you are keeping them. I'm glad you're expanding. I'm glad you're finding guys like Cobb and Juice to replace these guys. I'm glad, but it's hard to get your kids or kids in general excited about a product when every other year their favorite guy leaves. So I'm hoping in 2020 and beyond, I love everything you've done. Let's focus. I love the fact that it was packed. I love the fact that I wasn't the only fucking white guy in the audience. I love the fact that the West is finally catching up to see how great of a product you are. I love the fact that your athletes, no matter how bad the booking is, tries to put on the best match they can. I love everything about New Japan. But in 2020, let's re-sign more people. Let's re-sign more people. So, because like that little Kenny Omega cheerleader is going to her mom and be like, "Is Kenny gonna be okay? Is Kenny coming back?" That's on you, New Japan. We have to fucking resign some people, okay? Let's resign people. And maybe Kenny Omega stays. I don't know. There's 9,000 fucking clickbait rumors out there. Click on one of them. Tell me how it goes. Kenny, wherever you go, I'll be a fan. I don't know if I'll watch you in WWE that much. I'll probably peek in. Like, how you doing? Oh, that's what you're doing? Kind of what I do with Nakamura, AJ, Carl Anderson. Oh, man. Vince, turn your product around. Wrestle Kingdom, keep doing what you're doing. Just resign some people and, book it just a tad bit better. Book it just a tad bit better because the booking's amazing. It's just not Wrestle Kingdom worthy yet. But you know what? I am going to give you a pass because there is a lot of contracts. There is, the all elite thing. There is people leaving, not leaving. Oh, by the way, how awesome was Kushida's entrance? I'm so happy. If Kushida goes to die of Vince McMahon, I just want to say I was so happy with his final exit. So overall, this was way more than 10 things. I had the time of my life. I always do at Wrestle Kingdom. It's my favorite thing in Japan. It's my favorite event of the year. And I'm just happy what New Japan is doing, but I'm not blind and just going to fucking randomly be like, yeah, everything is awesome! Because when we do that, we create a product that is WWE. We create the downfall of All Japan. And All Japan's coming back. We create the downfall that is TNA. We create the downfall that WWE is feeling now. Is it a long-term downfall? We don't know. Don't be a super fan to the point of they can fucking do anything and you'll defend it. Because A, that's not what New Japan is about. New Japan's about being the goddamn best. And B, every company that their fandom becomes that dies. And I've been to too many 1-4 shows to let fucking New Japan die. I'm going to critique, but I critique with my heart. Like, comment, subscribe. We are trying to get everyone together for Time Zones for a legit review. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Tell me what you thought. I'm going to do a lot of Stump the Idiot, so please leave questions down below, and I'll try my best to answer them. All right. With that, I'm got to stream on Coco Plays. Check out Coco Plays and subscribe. It's my new passion. With that, I am over. Oh, and before I'm over, I have a book called Operation Freak Show, and I'm going to be making a book, Writer's Tube channel, YouTube channel about writing this year, and my goal for writing is 2 books are coming out no matter what. Even if I have to get fired from my agent and publisher, 2 books are coming out no matter what. Like, comment, subscribe, and with that, I am over. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum.